Sergio Reguilon, remember him? The man responsible for Manchester United not making the Champions League last season. Well, we sent him back to Spurs in January and the season fell off a cliff from that moment. It wasn't Reguilon, it didn't have much to do with him. But you know what? I think we would have finished better off last season with him playing. I personally thought that he was a decent player for United last season. This is Forever United TV. We're going all over the United updates. We've got updates on the lit updates, that is, not updates. Updates on the lit coming through as well. Agate Palestri talking as well. I want to talk about Reguilon because there's reports about a cut price offer possibly on the table to bring him back, with United fully interesting. Is that a coincidence with the financial figures being released today and United looking like they're really just about managing to handle financial fair play? We're actually over it at the moment. So what is going to go on? Are we going to see some more wheeling and dealing? This is Adam, like I said, from FUTV, Forever United TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to make sure that you're afoot of all Manchester United headlines and news. It is the night when England knock Holland out of Euro 2024, and the week that we get, here we go for Matthias de Ligt and Joshua Zirkzee, because the Dutch side have been sent home. Please, God, please let that happen tonight. Come on, England, let's do it tonight. Anyway, before that, we have Manchester United matters to discuss. Let's get straight into Sergio Reguilon. And where is this news coming from? Well, Spurs looking to obviously shed their squad, balance their books. They're looking at a possible cut price offer for Reguilon in the region of, yes, get this, and this will tempt quite a few people in, but United should be all over this because there's a good backup, 10 million quid. Football Insider reporting from news coming from Spain about Sergio Reguilon. It reads, according to a report by Football Insider, Tottenham Hotspur will accept a cut price offer for left back Sergio Reguilon this summer amid fresh claims linking United with his signature. Sorry, I don't know where that cough came from then. It was reported by Spanish media last week that United were interested in the prospect of re-signing Reguilon to strengthen their left-back department. The Spaniard spent the first half of last season on loan at Manchester United to cover Luke Shaw. It is reported that Spurs are prepared to sell him for 10 million this summer. Are you interested in Reguilon? Get your comments in the chat. Let me know what you think. Would you bring him back as a cover at left back? Well, we just integrated maybe an Amas through. Maybe give him a 2-year deal. Amas comes through in a couple of years. Luke Shaw leaves. Amas steps forward. Manchester United are back in the Champions League. We've got a bit more money to spend. Then maybe invest in another left back as cover for Amas. Done. Simple. FIFA/Championship Manager football again from Adam. I'm just doing my bit and looking at it from my side. But yeah, these reports are real. Obviously, Manchester United would be interesting because last season, I think Ten Hag especially, and a lot of fans and a lot of pundits and a lot of Manchester United staff and people around the club used Luke Shaw as being a big part of the season and why we were so poor because he was missing. The same with Lisandro Martinez. That left-hand side of Manchester United's defence took a bit of a hit. Some people even using Luke Shaw's absence as an excuse for Marcus Rashford not to perform last season. Well, I thought Reguilon was a breath of fresh air, personally. I thought it was full of energy. I thought it was fully committed. He'd run his socks off. I thought he'd give a good delivery into the box, which is good, especially if we're bringing in another 6'4" centre-forward. See where I'm going with that one? Yes. It is all in case we don't get anything sorted. If we need to do an emergency left-back or something like that, Reguilon is there. I think 10 million for a couple of years. I think that's fair price. I think Manchester United, I think we would be interested. I think that would be something that United would look at. I mean, we cannot ignore the fact that Reguilon has definitely played and contributed to Manchester United last season and was a good part of the squad. I'll say it again, I thought it was our best performing left back last season when he played. So yeah, I mean, the starting price is 10 mil. I'm sure Ineos would go in and bid Spurs in the bollocks and try and get that deal cheaper. But honestly, he's there and it's real. How are we concerned about the financial figures? It's complicated when you see figures come out that they have on Manchester United's running costs and how far we are in the red compared to what the guidelines are for financial fair play and everything like that. It is a little bit concerning, but it does it blows you away with the details. There's more to it, and Manchester United can get around it a little bit more. There is more that the Reds can actually do to sort of come in line with financial fair play. So, yeah, and that's not including all the wages coming off and everything like that. So we've got a chance to get that down through this summer. Anyway, I think Reguilon would actually be a decent purchase for Manchester United. I think he fits what we're doing right now. I think Luke Shaw, I think Dalot, I think Reguilon. I think with them 3 players there, you could obviously add Malacia if he does ever get back fit to that equation as well. And then seriously look at Manchester United there and going, right, okay, we've managed to cover that area on the cheap with decent players, so let's look at it that way. And then move on and concentrate on everywhere else where we need to spend our money. I think that's what we're looking at. But guys, I want to know if you would bring Reguilon back, actually. Would you actually be tempted into bringing him back at that price? Is that a good deal? Did you rate him last season at all? I can see some in the chat already. Gricker there. Yes, Reguilon at that price or less. We need squad player, cover. Just what the hell is going on with Malacia? Still not fit. John Lane, Reguilon is a very important player. He's 100% committed to the game. Great choice. Best of luck tonight, Adam, from John in Ireland. Thank you, John. Cheers for that, matey. Guys, make sure that you are tuning in and watching. I'm sure some of the mods will put the link in for Tifo, our watch on platform, in the live chat now for you to join us completely free. Make sure that you tune in later to see me having a meltdown watching England. It's going to be an interesting game. It really is. It's why we're going early tonight, and I appreciate you all jumping in a little bit earlier again. This is the last of the semi-finals, then one more game on Sunday, and it'll all be done. And then all we will be talking about is Manchester United. Full throttle all the way through till the season. God help us. It's going to be a bit of a roller coaster, I think. We said strap in, didn't we, towards the back end of last season for what is actually coming this summer. I think we've had a real taster for what is coming, which is absolute madness with Manchester United in this transfer window. It's only going to get crazier, I think. So, yeah, definitely buckle up and get ready for a ride, because rumours like this, Reguilon, like we did before with Doué and Ndoye, we're talking about everyone else we're in. We've got updates on all of the transfer possibilities right now as well coming up in the show. But I wanted to gauge the chat and see where you was at with Reguilon, first of all. And you know what? That's a player that I thought, being in the stands for most of the games last season, as you know, he went down really well with the fans. I'd like to know anyone else who's watching from afar, watching on TV, get in the chat and let me know if you thought Reguilon was a good player for Manchester United last season. Like, he only had half a season. I do think if Manchester United had not sent him back to Spurs and Ten Hag wasn't let down by the medical staff at Manchester United, then I thought we would have finished even higher than what we did last season, because he was an ever-present. He was decent for United and he was great cover. So looking at it, I thought that for me was a real miss at the back end of the season. Ten Hag needed someone like him, a fully committed player, someone who was going to be there no matter what. That was Reguilon. So yeah, a bit gutted if we do need a left back and we're unsure, we haven't got anyone else in, and United are not in for him, I will be a bit gutted. I'll be a bit disappointed in United, because that I feel is a very, very good deal. But yeah, you keep your comments coming in, and obviously let me know what you think about Reguilon. If you think, if you want a covering left back who isn't going to play a full season, is he not ideal? Thomas there says 10 million. I thought he played well last season. No brainer. He wasn't too bad, was he, in fairness? No, he's cover. It's a natural left back in that position, and that's what we lacked all back end of last season. Badly. So, yes, I think it is a good deal. I think it really is a good deal. There's a chat there, or a poll writing right now. Let's get involved in that, guys. Reguilon return. Would you, yes or no? Simple, simple, simple. Simple. To be honest, I don't know why we didn't just keep the lad we sold to Benfica. That being Alvaro Fernandez, says Leo. Yes, I would have Reguilon, says Andrew. Reguilon was okay, nothing special, but wasn't awful. For 10 million, do the deal. Mark says, how many games did he play? Less or more than 10? I mean starts. Well, it was the start of the season. Luke Shaw really was out for the last quarter, wasn't he, Mark? So with Luke Shaw playing and Manchester United having him available, he wasn't going to start many games, was he? You just need him there, Mark, I think, for covering reasons more than anything. So, yeah, I think it is a good deal. I think Reguilon definitely fits what Manchester United need going into this season. Couple of years on a contract on low wages. Let's try and bring through a mass from the academy. Let him adapt. He can learn from Reguilon, can learn from Shaw. And then a couple of years, Shaw and Reguilon will probably be on the way. United could go out and buy another left back to cover a mass, and he's in. Like I said, simple football, isn't it? Simple. Eden Adam, Oh, sorry, Michael, lost your message then. We're back again. Even Adam Reguilon was committed to us. I watched him live. He got it, and I think he should come back. I would take that, mate. I'm happy with that. Reguilon did way better than Amrabat, who should never have been played at left back. Dalot is so much better on the right, as is Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Get Reguilon. Also promote Amas. A lot of people agreeing with that one. Hi, Adam. How are you doing? Give me a shout out, please. Mark, there is your shout out without me even realising before I've read your message, mate. Please give the video a like, guys. Try and get me at least 200 on this video. I know it's only a short, quick video before. Well, not actually short, normal video, but before the Euros. Everyone's concentrating on England tonight, obviously. So let's get them likes up. In fact, actually, you can get me 300 likes. There's your target. Go for it. Money Magnets, what I don't understand, though, is why we sell Alvaro Fernandez for 6 million, then spend 10 million on Reguilon. Well, Manchester United and the new regime didn't sell Reguilon. Sorry, didn't sell Alvaro Fernandez. The old regime sold Alvaro Fernandez, and Manchester United and the new regime with Ineos now are just having to deal with the crap that's gone before. It's like, well, wait, it's like Reguilon seems all right at 10 million. Alvaro Fernandez for 6, it's just stupid. That's just the way that this football club was run before. So, yes, that's the problem that we have got right now. Into other news, let's catch up with everything else that's going on right now. Update from Bild, obviously the German publication over there. I cover a lot of Bayern Munich as well, their main publication, I would say. Manchester United are taking big steps towards signing Matthias de Ligt and are now willing to meet Bayern Munich's 42 million plus bonuses asking price. United wants to complete the signing of de Ligt as soon as possible, and nothing is expected to stand in the way of this deal happening very soon. That's the update from Bild. Again, it all comes down to the game tonight. Holland coming home from the Euros, these players being released back to the clubs, and everybody moving forward everyone moving forward with their deals and moving on. Matthias de Ligt was to leave Bayern Munich. He would only love to join Manchester United. That was from Florian Plettenberg. We know he wants to come. We know the communication is going on, and we know this deal is now going to be made. It's formalities right now, but everyone is just pretty much just nailing it down. It is just the Euros in the way, and past that, everything is going to be signed, sealed and delivered. De Ligt is a United player. That pretty much is official on that one for him. Other news as well, and this is quite big news, significant news. With last night we talked about Mason Greenwood. Last night we spoken about the deal being done. Mason Greenwood signs for Marseille. Or doesn't sign, he hasn't agreed, but Manchester United have agreed a deal for Mason Greenwood to go to Marseille. It's all clear. It's all agreed financially, add-ons, huge bonus, things like that. But the Mazio has come out with a tweet today stating, in the last few hours, Marseille's negotiations with Mason Greenwood have slowed down due to the mayor's comments. Lazio are hoping to take advantage of the situation while Marseille are still trying to convince Greenwood. What was said? Well, what was said by the mayor of Marseille was this. Furious about the potential arrival of Manchester United player Mason Greenwood. Greenwood's behaviour is unspeakable, unacceptable. Hitting his wife, I saw images that deeply shocked me. Attacking his wife in this way is unworthy of a man, and I believe he cannot have a place in this team. This is from the mayor, quote unquote. The values of Marseille and the values of Olympic Marseille are anything but that. If anything but racism, anti-Semitism, it's anything but. Can you imagine violence against women? Do you realise that? And he wants to play for Olympic Marseille. Greenwood, it's a disgrace. I will ask the president of Olympic Marseille not to recruit Greenwood. I don't want my club to be covered in the shame of someone who hits his wife. I don't want my club to be covered in the ashes of someone who hits his wife like that. It's not acceptable. Jeez, whoa, that was hard-hitting and not comfortable to read or hear, I'm guessing. No, it's not. But that is the reason why Damasio has come out with the tweet regarding Mason Greenwood not wanted in Marseille and will ask the president of Olympique Marseille to end all communication with Manchester United in trying to bring Greenwood to Marseille. That is quite hard hitting. It is. That's quite brutal, to be honest. And will that actually affect this deal right now? Is there seriousness behind it? I think there really is. I think that is a statement there from the mayor of Marseille. And now Lazio, are they going to take advantage of this? And again, you look at it and you go, for God's sake, as soon as it looks like the saga is over, slap in the face again, another kick in the knapsack, and Manchester United don't end up selling Greenwood. For someone just take him, for God's sake. 1 minute you've got the mayor of Marseille saying that about Mason Greenwood going there and not liking it. Yesterday we had Bleeding De Zerbi, the Marseille manager, saying he's going to take him in like he's his own son and protect him. Who is in charge there? Is the football club run by the town, run by the city? It's impossible, but again, it's another impossible Manchester United situation. Like, Jesus, man, what is going on? Do Lazio come in with a late bid? Well, not late, because obviously we've got plenty of time left in the window, but are they going to come in and try and take this deal away from Marseille now, take advantage of this? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen right now, but again, we're just going to have to sit it out and wait. This is just unforeseen circumstances and just crazy circumstances when it comes to Mason Greenwood and what's happening right now. You couldn't write it, could you? You could not write the script with what's going on right now. It's absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. Am I missing something with Greenwood? But I didn't see him hit anyone in the video I saw. Well, you know what, mate? This is what happens to you. This is what goes around now. I don't really want to talk about it. I'll bring up the detail. But the mayor of Marseille has got this vision in his head. And he has come out with these quotes which are just completely destroying this move, it would seem. He's making it sound like the worst thing ever, and he's putting pressure on the president of Marseille in saying these things to not make this move happen. Have they got the balls to not go with that? I don't know. Greco, welcome to the members club. Thomas Mercado has donated that one. Thank you, Thomas. Really appreciate that. More of your comments. It's a no-brainer. It was stupid to let go of Fernandez as well. Badly run clubs. Those days are over regarding Sergio Reguilon. Billionaires scared to spend money. Well, no, they're not scared to spend money. They just can't bleed and spend money, it would seem. Come on, England. Let's get these deals done for United, says Mark. Yeah, that's true. Olmo is looking good. 3 goals in 2 and 2 assists. Is United express any interest in him? Not that I've heard. He was of interest a couple of seasons back. Another alright season for RB Leipzig as well this season in the Bundesliga for him. And definitely a target for many clubs after his performances in the Euro. So nothing that I've heard of for Olmo. A good player, but not in the area that Manchester United desperately need at the moment. That's what we're hearing on that one. So, yeah, not quite into that situation or into the realms of things moving forward on that. Back to Euro again, though, and another one come out here, actually, from the Muppeteers have just dropped this one out just a few minutes ago. Lenny Yoro has never said, I'm not joining Manchester United. He has not totally said no to United, despite the presence for Real Madrid. This is interesting because this morning we talked about Lenny Yoro actually saying no to Manchester United. It wasn't the dud account that I was talking about this morning. It was the fact that it has been said in Marca, and I made a point of saying that Marca were the publication that fully back Real Madrid. So they're going to say anything to big them up. And I then went back in the midday show and said, look, maybe I was jumping the gun with a player that is uncertain about coming to a club we just need to stay clear of. We need to sort of guide Lenny Yoro. We need to give him the right guidance going forward, making sure that he understands that moving to Manchester United is a good move. He's going to get more game time. He's going to get more opportunities to play. And you know what? If a move materialises later down the line, he's still young and can still move on. But yeah, he apparently, according to Florian Plettenberg as well, Lenny has still not made a decision on whether to join Manchester United or Real Madrid. We did put the question up in the poll this morning saying that, asking you guys, how long would you give Lenny to make this decision? Would you say to him, it needs to happen this week, Lenny? Tell us now because we need to move forward with the Jared Branthwaite situation. Would you give him a month? Would you give him to the end of the month, end of July? Would you give him till the end of the transfer window? Is he that good to bring in? There's no way for me that United are waiting that long. There's no way that we're letting it run all the way to the end of the transfer window. Not a chance. But again, I just hope that he gets the right advice, Yoro. I hope he gets good advice from the people around him to say, look, like, I know your heart's set on Madrid, but you're still young. You can move in the future. There's more that can happen. And there's a lot of people giving the comments on that one earlier on. And it was an interesting conversation to have because a lot of people are, well, what was that I was like? Like, if he's unsure and he doesn't want to come to United, then go nowhere near. And it's ultimately my sort of look on it as well, like my old school look. But still, I would like United to talk to him and just see. Like, he might not have known anything else. He might not know anything else. He might not have ever had any other club approach him or come to him and try and convince him. Well, they probably wouldn't, because I don't think he would have been allowed to speak to anyone under the rules without a transfer bid being accepted. United now, obviously having that bid accepted by Lille, can speak to Lenny Yoro, and apparently that is what's happening right now. So we'll see what comes of it. There may be more to come over the next few days, hopefully anyway. Like, I'm hoping by next week that we have got serious movement, at least on 3 players. And that, I mean Agate, I mean De Ligt, and obviously Xerxes as well. But now that we've got a bid accepted, like, we should probably hear about 4 players for definite by next week. 100%. Like we've said before, and the reports have come out. The only reason we haven't got Xerxes and De Ligt right now is because of the Euros. They would have had the medicals this week. That was what a lot of the media was saying over the course of the week. So you look at that situation. You look at Euros. Obviously, Garte will be done this weekend in Copa America. So we'll find out about that situation as well. So next week, Manchester United could be looking at outcomes for 4 players. I don't know where we're at with Jared Branthwaite. We talked in the early show this morning about Jared Branthwaite and possibly there being a 3rd bid going in there. I think it's all pending on the Euro situation. I hope that United, I think United are hoping that they get a response from Euro so they know what to do with Jared Branthwaite. Because obviously if we get Euro, then Branthwaite's off, completely off. And we probably save a bit of money. And I think United might need that money. We were talking earlier on at the top of this show, if you have just joined us, whether United should be tempted in by a 10 million price tag on Sergio Reguilon. That's another one that's sort of like just going to bubble and simmer. I think Reguilon would wait out for United as well, just to see. I think he loves the club. You could see it quite clear when United went back to Brentford when Reguilon was playing there towards the back end of the season. He was waiting around, laughing and joking with the players, taking United souvenirs, well being a Brentford player. He loved it at Manchester United, and I think he would jump at the opportunity to come back to United. Whether or not you think he's too old, does he fit the mould of the profile at that cheap price, and I think United can get him cheaper as well. I think it's worth a punt for 2 years and then just say, look, by then we probably will be releasing him and getting rid of Luke Shaw, and then looking at supporting Amas, hopefully, if he progresses through. That's a big if as well. But maybe just let's just cover that area of the pitch for as cheap as possible, well, just for this season. And hopefully we can get back in the Champions League and the riches and rewards that come with that. And then we can address the left-back situation in the summer. But you've got someone there who knows the club inside and out, knows the fan base, who the fans actually love. Get him in, and let's make these other deals happen. Let's use that money that we may have put aside for left-back just as a contingency and put that into the areas that we really need. That's what is important for Manchester United right now. Okay, we've got more from... let me just see here now. Sorry, I'm just going right down the news. My page has gone right down. Sorry, guys. I'm just catching up again. Bear with me 1 second while I bring up other news. Charlie O'Neill has gone as well to Sheffield United. Today, sad news. Well, not sad news, but another player that had a lot of promise has definitely left the football club now. He had massive potential and was thought to be a player that Manchester United were definitely going to be bringing through into the first team, giving a chance to, but it turns out not. It turns out this won't be happening, and he's gone. Benito. Let me just see what the other news was. Yeah, Liverpool game has been moved, so that news has been out there. Again, United fixtures being moved around everywhere. And yeah, really, that's, when you're looking at it, Agate, there is an update on Agate, by the way, regarding the communications between Manchester United and PSG. This one just keeps on moving along, and it just looks like we're not going to struggle to get this deal over the line. Like from Le 10 Sport, the reports come out. According to the report from Le 10 Sport, United have submitted a formal proposal now to sign Paris Saint-Germain midfielder Emmanuel Agate. Usually when news like this comes out, you usually like, yeah, speculation. But the way things are going, I actually believe it sort of every time we hear a formal offer going in or a definite offer going in. I actually believe it now with Manchester United news, with Ineos and Dan Ashworth in charge. United are keen to strengthen their midfield options this summer, and Agate has been linked with a move to Old Trafford in the last few weeks. It is reported that United are pushing hard to sign the Uruguayan international, and they have submitted a proposal worth around 38 million quid. So that's going to be, what, 42-ish in euros? I think that's a deal close enough for Paris Saint-Germain to accept after they bought him for 50 million. His Uruguayan counterpart is a big one as well, in Facundo Palestra, completely seeking away from Manchester United, the reports right now. Pretty gutting, but yeah, the Copa America, when it finishes alongside the Euros, will answer a lot of questions for Manchester United going forward. It will answer all of the unknown sort of scenarios right now. We're at with quite a few players. 4 of them there, like we just mentioned, in De Ligt, Xerxes, Palestri and Agate. We're going to know a lot more. How much is, in your guys' opinions, Palestri worth? We have to accept that he's probably going. Sad, because I like him and I would like to see him get another chance. But how much is Palestri worth to you guys? What do you reckon? Please give the video a like, guys, as well. We're on the road to 200k. Keep them coming in. You know your target. It's 300 for the video. If we make well over half of that on the live stream, we're well on our way. Keep them likes coming in, everybody. The Muppet Show says, late to the show, but I'd 100% take Reguilon back. He was really decent for us, good going forward, played like a proper left wing back, whipping crosses in, and you could see he loved playing for United. Do you know what? I just think someone who can put a good delivery into the box is gold for Manchester United. Like, Shaw is decent at it, and if he is absent, you've got Reguilon to come in there and cover. Completely happy with that situation. Going into next season. Look, the areas that we've spoken about are the ones that we need covering definitely next season, but we do need to make sure that left back is definitely covered as well after what we dealt with, and I just think it's a cheap option, and let's do it. Let's just get it done. Let's just think what this deal could do for us. Palestra is a Uruguayan first-team player. No less than 15-20 million should be accepted. If anything, right now, we are doing well with Palestra having a good Copa America because his price is holding and sort of rising around. Hopefully, we do get that 15-20 million. That would be good for Manchester United to get that out of him and get him moved on and then use that money for this summer. I think that's important for United to make sure that we get good value out of the players that are on the peripheral. Like we talked earlier about Donny's value in that deal, not just being $500,000, but definitely rising up to 5 million and possibly going up to 13 million. Jesus, I mean, that moved quickly, didn't it? That escalated quick or fast, as he says in what is it, the Anchorman? Sorry, getting all giddy. Football's coming on soon. England. Mr. C says, because he can play there, like I said, go look at their squad on the net. It's all there for all to see. I ain't your butler. That must be someone arguing with Mr. C in the chat there. Calm it down, people. Reguilon, all right, and can cross. A lot of people saying that crossing thing. We need a left wing back, otherwise Rashford will be rubbish again. Shamili says, should we sign Manuel Agate, and can you give me a shout out? I just did, my friend. Welcome to the chat. Hopefully anyone who is just joining us tonight for the first time, you are hitting that subscribe button. Here on Forever United TV, we cover all news coming out of Manchester United. We dig in, we find out all the information, we bring it to air, and we talk about it like a proper fan channel should. And that's what it's about here on FUTV, guys. Please make sure you like the video and do hit the subscribe button to make sure that you don't miss any of this content. We're live 3 times a day, 8 o'clock, 12 and 6:30. We're only early today simply because England are about to knock Holland out of the Euros, and we are watching that straight after this game. In fact, could some of the mods just drop that link into the chat again for me, so anyone who hasn't joined us on Tifo for the watch along platform can do. And guys, on Tifo, you can come along and get on the show, chat to me live, be part of the show. It is going to be the watch along platform going into the new season as well, guys. You don't want to miss what is to come. It is going to be an absolute bonanza. Trust me on that one. Make sure you are logged in later on, completely free. I'll just wait for one of the mods to drop me that link in there because they're all absolutely amazing at doing that. Thank you, Wayne. Love that. There it is there. I'm going to pin it. Our man Tom Porter has just dropped it in. So I'm pinning it right to the top of the chat, guys, for you. Make sure that you tune in. So let's have a look at this poll. Let's get a few more votes on it. We can round it up to 500 then. The poll reads, Sergio Reguilon, should he return to Manchester United? Would you be happy with that? A simple yes or no will be suffice. Thank you very much, everyone. Get onto that poll, please. Netherlands will smash England good. I hope they don't. I really hope they don't, actually. No, Jim. 3-0 England. Ah, okay. Thought I saw a pic of Anthony at Carrington. I get the joke straight away, Matthew. Richie says, my missus is Dutch. She's convinced the Dutch will turn over England. I wouldn't be surprised either result, to be honest. I really wouldn't. As a Scot, I can't endorse an England win. That's all right, mate. But what Mainu to do well? That's all I want to know. Like, look after the United players. That's all that matters, mate, innit? That is. But yeah, we are going to be flying across there. Kick-off is 8 o'clock. We'll be on round about 7:30, 7:45 is time around there, guys. So make sure you're tuned in and involved in the chat. The chat is live now, guys, so go get involved in that one. Come and join the gang over there. Dutch fans attacking our outnumbered England fans. Are they? I don't know. There must be some news going on. Kaz says they're scrapping. They're scrapping already, people. Oof, Scotland came home in 6 days. Short holiday, says Outios. Now, people, let's steady on with the international sort of banter. We don't need it in the United chat. We're all ready, and that's all that matters. We'll deal with the England and that patriotic stuff when we go on to Tifo, but not here on FUTV. Everyone's already here. By your logic, Mr. C, Man United has 3/4 centre-backs of their own and they are buying the lit. How will Euro get playing time? Well, this is for Erik ten Hag to sort out. The bid's in. The bid's in for 3 centre-backs. And 2 are accepted and 1's not. So one way or another, one of these centre-backs is going to have to spend time on the sidelines. Simple as, isn't it? It is. But hey. Well, guys, that is everything covered, guys. We are in full preparation mode for England now. A little video towards the end of the day there, guys. Really appreciate you. The numbers are flying up, but we are going to cover it there. Please watch it back and get your comments in. I'll get back to some of your comments. I want to know what you guys think about Sergio Reguilon. I'm going to put that same question right at the top of the comment section when this video finishes, and I want you guys to reply to it. Remember, our target is 300 likes for the video, guys, as well. We're only, 89 away. The likes are flying up already, guys. The numbers are mint. You have had an absolutely epic 3 days on FUTV, guys. I appreciate you all. You're absolutely huge to the channel, and you are everything what I built this channel to be about. So thank you again, everybody, for getting involved. All the mods, all the members, everyone who drops comments in, gets involved in the polls. Speaking of which, 65% of you out of 541 votes on this poll have said we would take Reguilon back. Interesting. Let's end that there. Let's head over to T-Folk. Guys, get involved. The link is there right at the top of the live chat now. Click on that. Simple. You're in. It's free. Come and join me on the couch as we watch England play Holland. We'll talk some United as well, as we always do. Go get involved, guys. We're heading over there now. But that is it for United News. I'll be back at 8 o'clock in the morning, guys. If you haven't heard of it, we do an early morning roundup show live at 8 o'clock, covering everything that's happened overnight, because there is always something that happens overnight with United, and everything setting you up for your day as you're rushing around in the morning, getting the kids sorted, or making your breakfast, or on the commute to school or work. I've got you covered, guys. Switch it on. Adam's there. All United News, FUTV. Let's go. Have a fantastic evening. Come on, England. Oh, for God's sake. And now I've said that, the nerves are kicking in. Here we go. Come on, England. Let's do it. Reds, I'll see you all in the morning. Unless United drop anything on us late tonight. Please don't. I could do with an early one. I'm saying that. Hopefully England don't actually drop me in it and go extra time and penalties as well. It's going to be nervous. I'm not going to have to accept it. Guys, I'll see you over at TIFO. Have a good one.